This is Dabu7. This is an update to a video I put out a few years ago. You may recall that I put out a video talking about the Red Dragon of Revelation. And what brought this about was the fact that it was sitting in a very unique spot in the heavens, which I'm about to show you on another map. And it was at these coordinates. Now, if you go over to Google Sky and you try to find this object, it is gone. It is not there. It's nowhere to be found. They do not show it. If you go over to Google Sky View, though, and you punch in those same coordinates, you will find this. This is rather interesting to me because this is an area they went out of their way to black out and to hide. As you can see right here in this shot, you can see the area between the legs of the Virgin was completely blacked out as this constellation or this object, whatever it is, was starting to move out from behind that patched area. So what we have now over at Skyview is if you go looking, you will find this image. This is what was hiding behind there the whole time. And in correlation to this year, 2017, I put another video out talking about Revelation and the Virgin with the moon at her feet, with the crown of 12 stars above her head, clothed in the sun. And Jupiter will be going in between, right in here in her womb, in a swirling motion, and then exiting. Well, it's interesting that this red dragon is sitting right there between the legs of the Virgin, almost as to devour whatever she is going to give birth to. This matches Revelation 3 and 4, where it talks about the dragon sitting there at her feet waiting to devour her child. So this is very interesting. Now, further to the left out of frame here, and if you go over to Stellarium, you'll be able to look at the constellations. You will see there is a serpent right down below her feet as well. But the serpent is wrestling with a man, and that is the newer constellation of Ophiuchus. What that actually is, in my opinion, is showing you Michael battling the serpent. And it's right there at her feet. And then we have this object of all places. We have to stop and think about this for just a second. What were the odds that everything aligned to give us the September date this year in 2017 for the woman to be clothed with the moon at her feet, everything matching that specific date? Then you have this coincidence of this massive blacked out spot that they're trying to hide. And then when we find out what's behind it, it is this ominous looking thing that sure enough looks like the face or the head of a dragon or something crazy. It fits the description. Now you can go over here and you can tweak some of the color exposures. You can see there's green. There's a different output. There's all kinds of different ones that you can mess with here. It's there. The features are there. You can see they are standing out. And it is very, very interesting. So what is it exactly? We dealing with is it like a binary set of stars around one another here at this point? I'm not sure. But what I do know is they went out of their way for the longest time to cover this up and hide it. Now you can see it if you go over here. Follow the links that I leave. Come over to this page. Make sure up here that everything, when you get to the page, leave everything the way it is, but move this to Iris 100 micron. And then you can go down here and you can also adjust the colors like I was just showing you. This is what is in the skies. And it just so happens to be sitting right there between the legs of the Virgin. And it looks to be this ominous dragon. And they were going out of their way to hide it. That is the big red flag here, guys. So now that you know what's there, you know, it's been a while. And we are in 2017. I wanted to put this back out there and let it be known that when we approach this date with the Virgin, that this is tied into it as well. I'll leave links. It's been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.